And then another big picture thing when it comes to providing great customer service, I think this may be how we all come, but hey, what's going on, everybody? Dan Kitajima here, back with another episode of How to Grow Your Insurance Agency. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how we could all improve our customer service level at our insurance agencies. Currently, in my situation, I'm about to sign a new lease, moving upstairs in the same building here. And doing the math, it's a lease that's over 7 years, 92 months. The combined, payments, if you add up the rent for each month, is going to be over $1.8 million. So when I think about that type of numbers, I have to think about the long-term health of our agency. Because my background is from sales, working at call center environment as an employee before I started my insurance agency. So working on commission and closing deals and starting insurance policies, those are things that comes really natural to me. But customer service is what really matters when it comes to growing our insurance agencies and scaling it. I just had a meeting with my team. It was recorded, but my mic wasn't on, so that was unfortunate. But I just want to let you guys know what I feel, what I told them about how we can improve our customer service and how we could continue to grow our insurance agency as a team by providing better customer service to our valued clients. One of the things I discussed with them is the importance of being consistent. So one of the things that I think really makes a difference is when customers call in or they email us that we have a consistent response to their customer service inquiry. I gave McDonald's as an example, but if you go to McDonald's, you kind of know what you're going to expect, how they're going to talk to you, how fast the food is going to come out, what the place is going to look like. A lot of times people keep going back to McDonald's not because it's the best burger or anything like that. It's just probably because they just know what to expect. They'll rather go there than go with another company, another restaurant, because maybe they're not sure what their service is going to be like, how long it's going to take, what it's going to taste like. Our consumers like to know what they're going to get, and if they do have multiple interactions with our agency, and every single one of our customer service reps or whoever's answering the phone calls the same exact way and taking care of them the same exact way, emailing them the same exact confirmation. It's really important for all our customer service reps and really everybody in the staff to have the same customer service attitude, basically saying the same, greeting on the phone, and then the same process of verifying their information. So I let everybody know that, hey, we all have to have the same exact level of customer service. Consistency is really what keeps customers coming back to us. Back to McDonald's, but I think speed is the key. Customers, they really don't want to spend all day talking to us, want to answer the phone calls within the first couple rings at most. Whatever they want to get done, we want to take care of it as efficiently as possible. And still, building rapport and having a great attitude about it. Not that we're trying to rush them off the phone, but, besides price, which is something we really can't control. The only other thing that customers really value is convenience and speed these days. We all live in a busy world, so we want to just take care of whatever they need efficiently and accurately, providing knowledge. These are all important things, but I just want to emphasize that speed is super important. So when they call in, we want to look them up by phone number. So by the time they're answering the phone, we already know who we're talking to. So we can impress them by what they call, we verify who they are already, and then get down to taking care of the business. Another thing I mentioned to them is always acknowledge your request and say something positive, so you could let them know that you're happy to and thankful to help them. So that's really the only ask I have. I just really don't like situations when customer service calls come in and we just don't have the right attitude, or we just don't repeat what they want and let them know that we're happy to help them. It's just simple as, hey, I want to make a payment, and they say, okay, great, Mr. Blah blah blah, I'll be really happy to help you out today. So that initial confirmation of what they want to do, oh, okay, great, you want to add, you got another car, you want to replace your car, great, congratulations, I'll be very happy to help you out with that today. Just that confirmation that you're looking forward to, you're enthusiastic about helping them in the initial conversation, in very early on, one of the first things you do. I think that's really important to me because people make their first impressions very early on. So we want to just let them know that, hey, um, I want to help you. And then if you take care of that part early on, the rest of the conversation goes a lot smoother, because people, when they pick up the phone calls, within the first 5-10 seconds, they're already judging and they're already making decisions that, do I like this person or not? If they don't like you, then the pricing could be a little bit more of an issue. The conversation is not going to be as pleasant. Just letting them know that we want to help them right away. First thing first, that we're here to help. I think that's going to be very important when it comes to providing great customer service too. Obviously, introduce yourself. And then, one of the things that's really important to me when it comes to building relationship is calling people by their name. I always emphasize that we got to call them by their names very early on in the conversation, at the very beginning of the conversation, at the end of the conversation. You want to use, Mr., Mrs., Miss, these type of words when we're addressing them because we want to show them the respect that they deserve. They're the ones that write our checks. So, hey, Mr. Smith, my name is Dan. Again, I'll be very happy to help you out today processing whatever request they have at the very end of the conversation. All right, great, Mr. Smith. Anything else I could help you out with today? So calling them by their names, everybody likes to hear the names. So I think that's something that I really want to emphasize with my team and which they do a great job of. Show gratitude and respect. That's obvious. All right, saying words like thank you a lot, please, sorry, just showing them, that we're here to serve them. And again, respect them. So those are great words I'd like to hear. Being organized is really important too because we want to, sometimes it requires another call back. So the last thing we want is we're telling them we're going to call them back, but we don't. So being organized, time management, those are important things too, making sure tasks are completed. And then keeping our word, again, same thing when it comes to, hey, I'm going to call you back at this time, or I'm going to work on this right away, get back to you, then we got to follow up and take care of them. Okay, so we have to call them back. It's pretty obvious, but pretty basic customer service things that we want to make sure and have the fundamentals that we're providing great customer service. And then another big picture thing when it comes to providing great customer service, I think this may be how we all come, but I think in general, we all have two different views when it comes to just people in general. Some people just lean towards whenever you talk to a stranger or have interactions with people, we automatically assume that most people, the general population is bad. They're evil, they're trying to take advantage of other people. They're just not generally good people. Whereas another viewpoint is that, hey, the world's a great place. Everybody is generally nice. No one's trying to take advantage of each other. Oh, well, some people are, but those bad examples doesn't ruin it for everybody else. I believe great customer service reps believe that people are good in general. And I think that's a great way to become better at customer service. And I lean towards I think people are good because, looking at our history, we have all these weapons and there are wars, but we still are able to coexist with each other. We haven't blown each other up yet completely. We also provide credit card numbers over the phone and online. And there's just so many ways that if people really wanted to just, steal people's money, it's so easy, but it doesn't happen. I mean, crimes do happen. And again, there's bad examples when it comes to people, but I just want to have my team have a default sense of view that human beings in general don't want to hurt each other and we're generally good to each other. If you feel that way and have just a positive outlook about other people in general, then we're going to be nicer to them. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt and we're not going to suspicious of them or being defensive. I think that's just how some people are. People just love people, and if you love people, you just generally do better in this business. And same thing with customer service. So I just want to share with my team that hey, people are good in general, not everybody. So let's help them out because that's our job. Let's not get off the phone and talk bad about them, about how cheap they were or how stupid they are, how they don't get insurance. Those are the type of things that I really don't want to have as a culture of my agency. So respecting people, being thankful for them and loving people is a big part of having a good customer service culture at your agency. All right, and then we also have separating the duties. Again, another McDonald's example is having more separated duties. Like if you're working the fries all day, then you're gonna make a great French fry. But all of a sudden you have to get in front of the cashier, then you're not gonna be as experienced or confident in handling money or cross-selling the French fries or different jobs in a fast food restaurant you'll have. But separating the tasks is very important, I feel like. So if you have someone that's great at customer service, then you want to have those people really do great customer service. And if you have people that are really great at sales, then you want to have them do more sales. I haven't really done too much of that at my agency, although we have customer service reps and sales reps. So I'm letting my sales rep take more calls, and if it's a customer service situation, transfer them over to the sales reps very, politely, and say, hey, I have the perfect person to help you out with the situation. I'm going to go ahead and transfer you over to this person right away. Make sure to put it in the chat so it's a very smooth transaction. Again, efficiency and very fast with a great attitude. Doing a little bit more of that. Maybe I'll work on my phone systems to have calls routed a certain way. I still don't like to have any type of automated message when someone calls. I like to still have calls go directly into a live person. So those are things I'm working on to make sure the customer service reps are doing more customer service and salespeople are doing more sales. But I do believe that that's a good idea, depending on the agency size. In my situation, that is something I feel like I have to do a little bit more of. Because I see closing ratios really high for certain sales agents, and those are the agents you really want to have on the phones. And people who maybe not have that high of a closing ratio but great on customer service, then we want to put our team members where they're comfortable in and where they're confident in and where they're most productive and efficient in. So that's something that I'm continuously working on right now. And then another question that may come up when it comes to customer service is reps is what's in it for them. For sales, it's really easy because, we have a performance-based compensation plan, so they're motivated to sell. So customer service reps, it's maybe a little bit harder to motivate them, compensate them based on great customer service. So I think when it comes to customer service, it's more of a cultural thing. We want to have the whole office believing in customer service. And the way, I do that is by just letting them know that it helps them do what they come to work for, is to make money. I talked about that in the A plus players meeting, where how great customer service leads to more income for the agency, which leads to more income for every one of us. So check that video out if you haven't yet. Let them understand that although maybe not directly it affects your paycheck, but if you think long term, obviously if the agency is bigger and doing better, then that's going to open up more opportunities, and that leads to more income, including raises on your base pay. And then two, I would just like to share with them that, hey, whenever I provide great customer service, if you're helping somebody, you just gonna feel more helpful, and the more helpful you are, the less helpless you're gonna feel. So I really think it ties into our individual happiness. If you're really doing good for others, then that's a great feeling, So your individual happiness is tied into being able to provide great customer service. So I really do feel like if you want to be happy, then you want to be able to help other people. So great customer service is a great way to have a job that you feel good about yourself at the end of the day. You feel great that you just help people, protect people, and you get paid for that. And then number three, I think there are ways that agency owners we could compensate for good customer service behaviors, such as, taking a certain amount of payments, or helping someone renew, doing a certain amount of reviews, getting 5-star reviews, and figuring out ways, adding a car, adding a driver, figuring out ways where you keep all these statistics and then compensating them, $5 here, $10 here. You can have different categories, but you definitely want to measure activity and results when it comes to customer service too, and find opportunities there to compensate your CSRs for good behavior, what the agency likes to see, generating a life lead. There's a lot of different, categories you could think about. That's always important too. So yeah, those are my customer service tips. Hope this helps. Again, we all know that customer service is super important. If you made it to this end of this video, I just want to acknowledge you for, having the curiosity, or having, taking your time to learn how to grow an insurance agency. I feel that a lot of agents out there are not looking, even though there's a lot of information out there, or not even trying, or not investing in their people or in marketing. So if you're watching this video, that means you're like me, you really want to grow your insurance agency, you're very ambitious. So I just want to give you credit for, just checking this video out, spending the time to do some research to how to improve your insurance agency, because the more you put into your agency, the more you're going to get out of it. Kudos for you for checking this video out. And I wish you the best when it comes to growing your insurance agency, because we're on the same journey here. So until next time, thanks for checking it out. Let's get it. Stay hungry.